Well, Houston, this was flight day 6 on the STS-128 mission. We got the whole crew up here on the flight deck of Discovery. Just a little post-sleep action here with exercise on the bike. And we've got everybody getting ready to start the day out there. We had a big day of MPLM transfer, so it's good to get the exercise in early so that we can have uninterrupted time in the MPLM. Here's Jose also jumping on there. You can see his Walkman's, his iPod is floating around in 0G up here. Next thing, we jumped into the MPLM, and there's a lot of paperwork which Krister has mostly been tracking for this mission. He's our load master for the MPLM, and I've been trying to help him out with that. Here, Danny and I are just discussing how to transfer the next item. And you can see there's a very nice choreography to get the MPLM transferred. And here's Krister doing rack transfers.
My buddy, European buddy Frank, and I had a lot of fun today. We transferred 3 great scientific racks into the U.S. laboratory Destiny. One for fluid science, one for material science, and one for storage of cold items. And you have to be very careful when you go these big things through the hatches. You see they barely fit through. But it's also not very easy actually to move it in 0G if you just take it slow. And we really had a lot of fun doing this. Taking this corner here was one of the most challenging things. And then when we came to the lab, we actually had to first dismount our toilet there for a while to pass through. Here you can see Frank guiding us, going through, I think it's getting out of the M&M, right? Coming around the corner. So this is rack number 2 now. Getting ready to get it installed. So you can see rotating it into place. Slowly coming up. Now, there's also a lot of people helping out there to guide it and get it into the right place. And here I'm happy. So that was Melfi coming into place. And 2 proud Europeans, European-built hardware for the International Space Station. Okay, here you can see CJ down in the MPLM and preparing for transfer. There's Danny as well. And it's a coordinated effort. You see Pat here tossing some of the equipment that's going to be stowed in the MPLM and sent back home, and we've set up a daisy chain of people to make that happen. It really helps to have a lot of hands with this because a little more difficult to control and zero gravity, but with lots of people, it makes the task very simple. You see Nicole there transferring some items down. And Jose's down there as well helping out, and you can see Krister passing them on to CJ, and he's stowing those items. And we're transferring Frank DeWinna. He's actually going to come out. He won't stay in the MPLM. This next item is my seat liner that was in the Soyuz along with my Sokol spacesuit and survival equipment. And since I'm coming home on a shuttle, it's no longer needed. I've swapped out my seat liner with Nicole Stott, and that will be her lifeboat, and that's a very special seat liner so that when you land in a Soyuz, it makes the ride a little bit smoother and protects your body. Both my seat liner and Sokol spacesuit and Koichi Okada, who left on STS-127, is back home safe and sound. You see how happy Nicole is to be on space station. It's a great life, and she's going to love it here. Tomorrow we have our EVA number 2, and we had to transfer my suit from the mid-deck over transfer to the station airlock.
Yeah, here you see me transferring items from the MPLM to the node, and we have literally hundreds of items that we have to document and that we're taking out of the MPLM and put in specific locations because our friends are going to be looking for them when they need them, with the people that stay behind in the station, our crewmates. Here you see me rotating a rack where we have just a lot of items in the back. A lot of them are scientific equipment. We even have extra food that we carry for the International Space Station crew.
Okay, and while the resupply mission is being carried out and all of the other things that are objectives for our mission, we also have to take care of Space Shuttle Discovery. So it's always in good shape and ready for a return to Earth. And one of the things we do almost daily is filter cleaning. So we get up here. These are the 3 inertial measurement units for the Space Shuttle Discovery, and they have fans cooling them. And because there's debris that floats around in zero-G, it tends to accumulate on those screens, so we get in there and vacuum it off several times during the mission so that those fans run freely. And there are several other fans that we do that for on board as well. There's CJ again back in the MPLM. He's got a big book there. That's the resupply book. We have a resupply book for what's coming to space and a return book for what's coming from space back to the Earth. And one of the difficult things is keeping track of it. It's quite a thick book and a lot of item entries on every page, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items that we have to account for, make sure we know that they've actually made it across and that they have gone to the proper place. And of course, they also put initials on there so they know who is responsible when they can't find it at a later date or if it doesn't make it home. So CJ just being the boss for resupply again.